Good Tuesday morning, and welcome to Ice Age TV. Wow, look at this. Who would imagine? So funny. Dogs haven't barked at all since I've been out here. And now that I'm out here, they're barking because they're goofballs. But hey, I just came out and shop here and getting the Tuesday morning going. I was telling the kid, it's hard to believe she's been home a month. And I said, would you ever imagine a month ago, to be a month later, all of a sudden you'd have that in the garage? All of a sudden you'd have a Cadillac? And the other good thing, it's pretty hard to believe what's kind of played out here. And I'm sure some people think I'm just full of crap on my finances and just think I'm pulling your leg. I wish I could tell you that. I'll be sincere with you. I really wish I could tell you I'm lying about the repossessions and the hardships that I've had to take on the financial woes. I really wish I could tell you that I'm just lying to you, but I'm not. And how the hell I pulled this stuff off? I guess you call it the car gods, everybody. I guess I'm just a unique individual in the car world because even for me, I am blown away. I'm blown away. I'm going to tell you straight up. When I went to Leesburg, Toyota, and they misled me. So what I did with Leesburg Toyota last week, remember a week ago, I was on the page of buying a Land Cruiser. That was really my goal, was to buy a Land Cruiser. Because the way the dealerships operate now, they misled me on believing that I could qualify to buy a car. Even though I thought to myself, I don't know how, because I have on my personal side, see, what people don't understand is when you have a business, this is a big problem in the car industry. And believe it or not, back in 2008, 9, 10, when we had this huge car crisis, a lot of people probably don't really relate with that. I can, because I went through some really hard economic hardships from going through a bankruptcy of a business and myself. So that 2008, 9, 10 sticks in my head very, very well. Hard to believe. That's already 15, 16, 17 years ago. Even for me, it's like, wow. And the reason I'm bringing that up is, so when you own a business, they have what's called a personal guarantor. And so it goes on, this is brought up years ago after the financial crisis, is the automotive world can't really get a handle on what a person like me really actually has. So meaning, when I buy a vehicle and it's a company name only, and I don't personally guarantee it, that vehicle never shows up in my personal credit. So when someone goes and pulls my credit, let's just say I have 10 company vehicles that I never had a signature to the actual guarantee in a loan, the company carried the debt, the personal side doesn't show the bankers that I have 10, 20 other vehicles. And that's been something that has been brought up many years ago, that is wrong, that it should all be full disclosure when you go to pull your credit, that the company information should be also there as well. But it's a huge argument for the big people that have big companies and big corporations that all of a sudden now they're showing they have 100 cars. So the point is, for what you don't know is, for all the repossessions on the company side, those don't show up on my personal credit. So what really got me, where I really had to finally cross the bridge, is the black Lightning truck and the white Lightning truck were personal vehicles in my personal name, that I finally had to make the decision to cut the reins of $2,000 a month payments on these things that just have no freaking value. So with that situation there, I have repossessions now on my personal credit. It just doesn't end, everybody. I tell you, this neighborhood drives me nuts. You know why? Because now we got people out in the street, dogs are going nuts. I should have put them in the damn office. It just doesn't end. It doesn't end, so they're all going to go nuts. This person's going to walk her dogs down the street, so I got to go get these dogs. Oh my gosh, it just doesn't end, man. Yesterday, there was a lady walking down the street, all in front of our property line. Dogs are going nuts. And I'm yelling to this lady, please don't walk down our street. The dogs, because she had a dog with no leash. And the dogs are going nuts. I mean, Diesel's trying to crawl the fence to go after his dog. And it's right down here. Right in here. And I'm like, lady, this lady literally trips over her own feet. And falls flat on the ground. And now she's laying on the ground. And I'm just like, ma'am, please. Because if you go all the way down in the stop sign, these dogs can get out through those woods. They've done it. And I'm just telling her, please turn around. Oh my God. I really think I'm going to get big signs put up along my property saying, warning, attack dogs. That's what I should do. Just have big signs down my fence line. Warning, attack dogs. It's ridiculous. Anyway, so here's the thing. So I was telling you about how, so those that watch my channel, I'm sure you're befuddled like ever before, because I've been full disclosure of what's going on in my life. And so what I'm trying to explain to everybody this morning is the personal side only now shows, but that's huge. It shows 2 Ford vehicles repossessed and now the Harley. And the reason I know that is because last week I did an application through Toyota Financial. Now, Toyota Financial years ago carried me even though I had some bad credit. So Toyota Financial actually has been very good to me because I never burned Toyota Financial. So now I filled an application last week, and that's what kind of started this whole process, which is kind of interesting of how this started playing out. And so I got approved. But no, I really didn't. And it's such the bait. It's a total bait system that you think you're approved, but you're not. So that was last week. So when I went to the dealership, the guy came to me and said, okay, now we're actually going to really run your credit. I'm like, whoa. I did the credit thing last night. He's like, no. That's just a conditional. That's a surface credit. I'm like, so you could actually pull my credit? He's like, yeah. I'm like, oh, I already know where this is going. So sure enough, 10 minutes later, it comes back, hey, man, you got declined because you showed 2 repossessions on vehicles and a Harley repossession. I'm like, yeah, I know that. So it's over. And now we go to the company side, and Toyota Financial wants me to personally guarantee the loan. On the company side, it won't work. Once they do the company, that's what happened last week, everybody. I was trying to get deals done in my company name, but once they want a personal guarantor, then it exposes that I've got problems. And so the deal's over. It's over. Now, what's interesting is there's only a few banks out there that will do loans, commercial loans, with non-guarantors. And that's Ally Financial, Stellantis, Chrysler Capital, which is now Sandor, and I don't know if I said, so there's only like 2 or 3 banks. There's only like 3 banks out there that will do just a commercial line of credit with the owner of the business not having to personally guarantee the loans. Ford Credit was the same way. But they do sometimes have conditions where you do have to sign off on the loan. So the reason I'm bringing this up to you is the Carvana deal makes no sense. I've been with Carvana now 3 different times. It makes no sense how Carvana approved my deal when my personal credit shows these repossessions. So I'll tell you straight up, anybody out there, I have no idea. I'm with you. Vinny was saying when you get to the Carvana, they're probably going to then just pull the deal out from underneath your feet because then they're going to do the real deal. But it's like, I don't believe that because I signed all the DocuSign documents to buy this car. And they verified all the money to take out of my account to get the car. So I was like, I don't believe that. So, but once again, I am no different than you. Because I know people out there like, how the hell did this happen? Now, on the Jeep Wrangler side, the only reason this happened is because it's in my company name, no personal guarantor. So if I had to do a personal guarantor in that Wrangler, it would never go because they're not looking at my personal credit to carry the debt. They're looking at the company. So once again, if Stellantis had demanded a personal guarantee, then it's over. So once again, what I'm doing, I'm trying to share with people who watch my channel to kind of get a better hold on, how did this all play out? And once again, you'd have to honestly say, for the Camaro, it's just beyond believable that this played out. And then the Wrangler, Stellantis Financial said, this is the last deal we're doing for you. Meaning, They want all my financials. So they want more information about me, my company. So yesterday, over the weekend, they said in their notes, this is the last deal. Then this guy has to set up a credit line. Because right now I have a Dodge Charger Stellantis, a Jeep Gladiator Stellantis, and my wife just left in the Grand Cherokee. So Grand Cherokee, that's 3. We just added a 4th. But now, yesterday, I was thinking about trading something for something, but no. They're like, no. We're going to give you one more deal, and that's it. We're done. We're done with giving you any more deals until you give us all your financials and all full disclosure of what's going on with you. Which that ain't going to happen. They just want all, they want financial statements. They want everything, man. So then they get into my personal side. It's over, everybody. So once again, if it wasn't for being approved without a person guarantor, that Wrangler wouldn't be here. And another reason I'm bringing this up is, I'm pretty much, it's over. For anybody here on my channel, the going out, and people think that I'm back on the car addictions and I'm going to be back out on a regular basis. No. It is over, everybody. My credit, personal credit, won't be repaired anytime soon. It'll be years. It'll be years of repossession on my credit report and charge-offs. So so for me to go buy a motorcycle, nope. And that's why I've been saying to people so many times, hey, Princey, is if I lose something here, it ain't coming back. Just like the Grand Wagoneer. I let that go, and sure, I could have bought the other Grand Wagoneer, but it's just too much money. So the point is, whatever goes away, without me having just the cash, or maybe Carvana. Carvana, I guess, would be the only thing Carvana's going to deal with me is this is only going to be one note at a time. So this car would have to be paid off, or we have to sell it, or we have to give it back to Carvana and buy something else. So reached out this morning, just trying to clarify if those people are scratching their head. And I think some people think that I'm back on the boat again of going out and buying stuff. No, I'm not. This is just a very rare instance of me getting the last run of my car addictions, which they did take a time out for 11 months. I didn't buy anything for 11 months, just for the record. So it was October, I believe. It was either October or early November of last year we bought the Blazer. So that's, once again, just coming, trying to give everybody a better idea what's going on. The Wrangler to me is a great vehicle. It's a great work vehicle. And for me, that's practical because we're going to work out of it. Can the wife drive it? She can drive that vehicle. She can drive. So what opens up for me is the Gladiator is my work vehicle. And that's Brian's work vehicle. And the daughter's driving the Colorado. So and the Charger, it's a company work vehicle, but I don't work out of it a lot. This thing's dangerous because you get yourself in trouble. You go way too fast. That's what I noticed last week driving that car. It's like, man, I'm going to get myself in trouble. That car just is so fast. And that's the danger. You ride around, and when you're riding around working out of a fast car, it's not good because it's just the odds get higher and higher that something's going to go wrong because this car is so fast. So the point is, the wife could always drive this. The Colorado's too hard to get out of. This is Brian's work vehicle. So it really comes down to the Wrangler, probably. If she wants to drive the Wrangler, she can do that, but whatever. So that's it, everybody. Just trying to clarify, but it's something I will wrap it up with. Electric vehicles you're more than ever being at the dealership yesterday. If you're buying a Dodge electric vehicle, you're a fool. I don't think Dodge is going to stay with that stuff. He's already shown me how the $85,000 Charger Scat Pack that's on his lot, it's really about a $30,000 car. And he's like, if you buy these electric Chargers, you might as well it's yours for life. Nobody wants them, everybody. And they're killing. And they have the new Wagoneer S. They've already got like $40,000 off the new Wagoneer S electric car. But if you buy it, you're never going to be able to get rid of it. Nobody wants this stuff, everybody. And Dodge Ram apparently just dropped the full all-out electric truck. Have you heard that? So the electric stuff, to me, what concerns me about the electric stuff is the people in the back shop are not going to know how to work in this stuff. I mean, unless you're on a Tesla, or, you know, I guess if whoever, Ford, I would say be a little better because Ford's pretty heavy with the Lightning and the Mustang. But you go to the other brands that are trying to branch into the automotive electric side. I feel like the people at the dealership and the people in the back end, they're not going to know how to fix this stuff. They're not. But once again, the message really is the people don't want it. And even for me, it's like, hey, the Dodge Charger, I could pick up a really nice Jazz Blue Scat Pack edition for a really good deal. But the problem is, you buy it, you're not going to be able to get rid of it. But the other thing, too, is it's the ongoing charging the car anywhere you go. Forget it. I've talked about this all day. I got to go to work. I'm busy as hell. So I'm even though you think that I'm just out buying cars all day long, no, I mean, once again, that's pretty much over. So anybody watching my channel, if you think that the addictions are now starting over again, they're not, because I can't, and I don't have the financial resources to do that stuff anymore. All right, everybody. I hope everybody has a great day, and everybody has a better, clearer understanding what's going on, and that's what it's all about. So God bless and have a great day.